Hello, beautiful friends. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. So today is actually Easter Eve, and I'm getting ready to go over to my sister's house because on Easter we all go our separate ways. We go to the in-laws' house. So this is the first year that we've gotten together as a family on Easter Eve. So I'm really looking forward to it. And she's going to have like a taco bar. How different is that? But I'm really looking forward to it because I am starving. But she always does such an amazing job. Now, she will take things a little over the top. You would think that she's being the army. It is just out of control, but she really does a lovely job. Hopefully I'll take some pictures, or some videos and place that somewhere around here so you can see, how much thought she puts behind what she does. So I'm really looking forward to this. So today's video, what I thought we would do is a full face of my top 3 products I have, tested out in 2024. So let me tell you how hard this was. It was very hard. I don't know how people do rankings or anything like that because honestly, like I've said in the past, I love my products, for different reasons, at different times. So yeah, but these are the top 3 that I grabbed for the most. So I thought I would do that. So obviously it's going to have to be in 3 separate videos. So today is number 3. Again, these are in no particular order. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, please stick around. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am so excited that you're here. And I really do hope that you consider hitting that subscribe and notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. All right, there's a lot to go through. So let's just get started. So I really don't have a lot of time to get ready today. I am really pushing it here. I only have like an hour and a half. So hopefully I will get this video done. But I really wanted to put out a video because I'm going to see the kids in just a few days. So I don't know what I'm going to do or if I'm going to have time to tape anymore. So I did want to have something, at least one video to go out next week. So yeah, and I thought I really wanted to do this series anyway. I've been really thinking about it. And I just want to share with you, my top 3 that I reach for the most. So again, that's what we're going to be doing today. And today I just threw my hair up, and this is actually like a hair piece from Amazon, and it came like this. It's all wavy, and oh, it is so beautiful. It looks very full, and what it is one of those little clip-ons. So I just throw my hair in like a ponytail or whatever is under here. It's pretty funny, and you just kind of clip it. It's like one of those chip clips or hair clips. So it's just very easy. Yeah, throw your hair up and out you go out the door. So let's get into the makeup. But everything I'll be using, including this little hairpiece, will be in the description box below. So what I'm going to prime my eyes is with my Gerard Cosmetics. Now this is new in 2024. But again, I don't have a lot of eye primers. So actually I do. So I don't know. Let's not count this one in. So let me apply this. I'll come back and we'll go through all my favorites. Let me start by saying that eyeshadows and foundations are the hardest for me to come up with the top 3 because, again, I love them all for different reasons and occasions. Like, for instance, I'm wearing this shirt today, so I have a favorite palette for this shirt, or this color scheme. So I don't know how people do it, but the palette I chose for today is the ColourPop 1111. I absolutely love this palette. It's probably my favorite ever from ColourPop. It's a, perfect story. If I can't ever get this open, come on. Okay, so I did get it open, but you do have your pinks. It's a cool tone. You can also go neutral. So that's why I love this palette. It has a black and the shimmers are absolutely stunning. So that's what I'm using today. It has a beautiful purple here, so I don't know how well it's going to go with this shirt. I thought it was going to go a lot better. Oh, well, we're just going to go with it. But let's start with the shade here, and I'm going to use my Sigma brushes. I really do. I love these. And I think I'm going to start with this shade here. It's called a Lucky Babe, and it's a beautiful, I don't know, maybe a taupe color here. So today is very cold. Again, I knew this was going to happen for Easter. It's like 48 degrees out. It's rainy. It's cloudy. It's just miserable. So I think tomorrow we're supposed to get a little bit of sunshine, but yeah, today, I'm probably going to be freezing and even what I have on. So it's just such a shame with all those beautiful dresses out there that we could wear and we just can't because it's always freezing. So Yep, it is what it is with Michigan. And then I realized that it's actually spring break for a lot of people. So some of you might be on vacation right now. And if you are, I am completely jealous because I would love to be like in Florida, Arizona. But again, I am going in a few days and I will be in some sunshine. I am so looking forward to that. And as I'm noticing, you know what's weird is my eyelid is really dry and I do have some peeling going on. I don't know what that's about, but my eyes have been really watering and I don't know what's going on. So maybe it's from that. And then also, I just actually had a procedure done. I had a colonoscopy. If you don't know, I have Crohn's disease, so I'm constantly having to get those. It is such a nightmare, but it's necessary. And this time they went this way and the other way, and yeah, just a crazy. But so I was put under, and who knows what goes on with that. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but I was, pretty dehydrated from the prep from a colonoscopy. So if you've never had that, yeah, it's quite the experience. So, yeah, not attractive by any means. Okay, so now I'm going to take a different brush and I think I'm going to go into this beautiful shade here. I'm going to do some layering, I think. So I'm going to go into this beautiful pink shade here. So if any of you are on vacation, let me know where you're at just so I can be a little jealous. But a lot of you do live in warmer climates, and then some of you do live in very cold climates. So yeah, we do have quite, it's just very versatile. All the people that's here, I know there's someone from Scotland, a lot from Canada. Yeah, it's just amazing. Ireland, England. I just find it so amazing how we're able to connect all over the world. It is just unbelievable. That's why I love this platform. I get to know a lot of you so well. And like over on TikTok, Instagram, there's not that connection as there is here on YouTube. So, yeah, I just absolutely love it. And I did find another channel that I'm obsessed with. I'm telling you, I watch YouTube way more than regular TV. I just find it way more entertaining. I don't find anything on TV entertaining anymore, like regular channels. So if you guys know of anything, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm missing out because I'm always on YouTube. But anyway, the channel that I found, it's called like SV. Oh gosh, I'll place, something here and in the description box, SV Delrose or something, but it's about sailing. I mean, I never sailed a day in my life, but where they go, the places that they go, and they have a little child, like 6 years old, and they basically live on the sailboat. And he's an amazing sailor. I mean, he knows what he's doing, and she is too. But anyway, I just find it fascinating, all the places that they go. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this beautiful purple shade here, or plum. I love this shade. Oh, I'm just obsessed with it. If I could find a palette with just a bunch of plums, that would be my perfect palette. So I'm just going to place this in my outer corner. And what I'm finding doing with my hooded eyes, which is super easy, it just makes everything so much easier, is I have a pretty fluffy brush here. And this is the Angie Hot and Flashy, the A503. So it's very fluffy. And then I just place this in the outer corner and I'm going in circular motions. And then I just take it and I'm doing it very light-handed. And then I just make those circles a little bit bigger as, the product distributes all across the eyelids. So that's what I've been doing and it works out really well and it just makes a perfect little blend. So just ignore all my dry patches here because, yeah, I don't know what that is all about. But as you can see, that perfect blend. Oh, I just been finding, I don't know how I came across doing that, but I just did one day. I was in a hurry and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have just found a new way to apply eyeshadow on my hooded eye. So now I'm just going back to that other brush and I'm going to really blend that out just to make everything look really seamless. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take this brush here. It's more like a flat brush because I do want to deepen up that outer corner just slightly. So what I think I'm going to do is go into this shade right here. I'm not quite sure what that shade is. We're going to find out, but I do want to deepen up that outer corner, and I don't want to place a black. I don't want it to be a too harsh. So I'm just going to place that right here on this outer edge. And see how that deepened it up just slightly. Okay, so let me go to the other eye here, of course, and hopefully you will see what I'm doing. So, I packed quite a bit, and I'm packing it like this. I'm going to show you what I do with the brush. I'm packing it just like this, and I'm going to tap it off just slightly. And with a light hand, I'm going to place it right here in the outer corner and see how much product I just put down. And now what I'm going to do is just do a circular motion like I explained a few minutes ago. And then I take that circular motion just a little bit wider and I just blend, blend, blend. That is always key, is blending. So that's what I'm doing. And it just really making a huge difference. Now, if you feel like one side is a little darker than the other, and again, this side it's peeling, so probably half of it's coming off, you can always clean your brush and go back into the circular motion. But I'm going to try to see what happens here and just really blend this out. Okay, and then I placed that deeper shade in the outer corner already. And now we're just going to go into shimmers. But as you can see how fast that was and everything just looks really diffused, blended, and pretty even, I think. Okay, so for the shimmer, what I think I'm going to do is use this beautiful pink shade here and just place that on my finger. And you're going to see how creamy that shimmer is. Yeah, there's like something in there that kind of binds all of the particles together. What I do find when I go back to edit is I don't place the shimmer up high enough. So today I'm going to really focus on doing that. And I'm going to take a flat brush and really just apply that evenly here. And just to take it up so you can see the shimmer a little better. I mean, you can see it when I look down, but you really can't see it when my eye is open. Okay, so now what I think I'm going to do for the inner corner is go into this beautiful snow white shade here and place that on my pinky. So that's what it looks like. And I'm just going to place a little bit. I don't want a lot of that shade. I just want something in this inner corner just to really brighten that up. Ooh, that is so pretty. I love that. And I'm actually going to go back into that pink shade and apply that more because that white shade is just a little bit too bright, I think. So, wow, look at the difference what shimmers do. So, I swear I cannot live without using a shimmer. I think I, rarely have used or went out with an all matte look. So, I think a lot of us here just really enjoy our shimmers. And now what I'm going to do is apply a little bit of tape, and I get this cute little dispenser off Amazon. So I'm just going to place that on the outer corner and go up towards the temple. I do want it up a little higher today because I do want more like a cat eye. So that's why I'm using a little bit more tape and placing it up just a little higher. That is a nice thing about tape. You can really maneuver it. You can place it, if you want something more straight, if you want something more cat-like. So you just adjust the tape to do that. Okay, so the liner, I don't really have a top 3 eyeliners, but the one that I brought down is this one here. I've been using these like a nonstop, and this is the Ferrera, I believe is how you say it. And this is the shade of purple. So these are so long lasting. They're very easy, easy to work with. It comes with a brush here, but today I do want to be a little bit more precise. So I'm going to use my Sigma brush here. So now that I have the product on here, hopefully I have enough. And I just go literally, I'm touching the tape and I'm going towards the eyelid. And then I go back and just fill in the spaces. And it is such a beautiful purple. And you can make it pretty bold or as light as you want. Like you can go back into the little jar here. So it's like, I don't know, like a cream, but it dries down and it does not go anywhere. Even with my watery eyes, I mean, It will come off eventually, but not as easy as just like a felt tip eyeliner. So see how you can deepen that up and really make it super bold. So that looks really good. I can tell, hopefully. I've been wrong before. I take off the tape and it's all, jagged. So who knows, especially with hooded eyes. So again, I'm just going right along that tape and I'm going to go towards the lash line. And you don't have to worry about being super neat at this point. You can always go back and fill in those spaces. Okay, let's see how even these are. I think we're going to be a little no, not too shabby. I thought they were more lopsided, but no, just enough. Like this one, I probably could take it just a little bit more out, but I'm not going to worry about it, and I'm not going to really mess with it because that's when you really mess up things. I love those TikToks where, they're trying to do a wing, and by the end of it, the eye is covered. That's why I'm always fearful of what's going to happen. Okay, so let's just do a mascara right now. And the mascara that I brought down, one of my favorites, is this one, e.l.f., the Lash Extender. So this is a tubing mascara, and I really do like this. Now, when I first got it, I was like on the fence about it because it was really wet, but that's normal, very common with the tubing mascara. So now that I've had it for a few weeks, a few months actually, I do like it a lot better. Okay, sad news. I can't use this mascara. I opened it and that little stopper is now it's back. I guess I had to run upstairs and get a new mascara. Yeah, it fixed itself, so we can use it. Anyway, that is the one. Hopefully it won't happen again yet. Has that ever happened to you where that stopper comes off and it's like up in here? And then, yeah, it's just a clumpy mess. So I am so happy. I was so bummed because I'm like, well, what am I going to do now? I would have to go out and get another one. Okay, so I'm going to do a one coat here. I'm a little out of breath because I literally ran up the stairs, went to my beauty room, and grabbed this and ran back down the stairs. I'm out of shape, as you can see. So, yeah, it is really a nice mascara. It does separate the lashes. It does give length. Not so much volume, but the length and the separation is amazing. And I love how it comes off. Very easy to remove. It just kind of comes off in tubes, which, that's what it should do. But that's why I love tubing mascaras. Now, I have used other, tubing mascaras, and you go to remove it and it does not come off easy. It's almost like waterproof. It's actually worse than a regular mascara. Okay, so the only other thing with tubing mascaras is that it does dry quickly. So you kind of have to move a little faster. But that is one coat. And as you can see how much length and lift that it gave my lashes. So hopefully I'm trying to be super careful. So what I'm going to do is do 2 coats on both eyes. I'll come back and we'll move on with the rest of the products. Okay, so that's 2 coats of the mascara. And another reason why I love that mascara is it does flick away very easy. So I do have a few little mess ups here. And yeah, it just flicks off really good. Well, so is that skin there. Maybe I should have done that in the first place. Okay, so yeah, it just removes very easily. And that is super important with me with the mascara. If because I do get a lot of transfer on my lids. I make a huge mess with my mascaras. Usually I have to use this here, to protect my makeup. But yeah, if something kind of smears when I go to take it off, then yeah, it's not my favorite at that point. I want something that's just going to flick away because, again, I make a huge mess. Okay, so let's get into the complexion. So I am just going to use one of my blotting papers here. I do this all the time to remove any excess oils through the T-zone. Okay, and then for primer, I want to use this. I really, really like this product. Now, it's very similar to, oh gosh, I think it's the Charlotte Tilbury, the Flawless Finish, and also the e.l.f. one. But this one is by Catrice, and it's called the Soft Glam Filter. So this is in the shade 015 Light. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I actually, Please don't come at me. But I actually like this one a little better than the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. one I think is a little bit more drying. And it does have like a lot of sparkle where this one really does not. It just adds, a perfect glow and it's more hydrating on my skin. So, and also the e.l.f. one, I found it very hard to match it to my skin tone. It just looked very yellow. So I probably could never wear that one on its own. Where this one, as you can see, it just gave just enough beautiful glow to make my skin look healthy. It really doesn't conceal much, but I like how it feels on my skin. So I actually like this one better than the e.l.f. one. So again, don't come at me. Okay, a foundation that I really like. Again, this is by Catrice. I really do like this foundation. They used to have a different one. This is a new formula, and this one has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E in it. And what a difference. And I loved the original one. It just was too drying on my skin. So when they came out with this, I was so excited because I really do like this product. And I remember when I tested it, I was like, it's okay. I've been using it off and on, and I really do like this. So it's in my top 3. So let's see. Hopefully I am right today. I don't know. Hopefully it works on my skin. So I am definitely going to change this dropper for sure because I cannot stand that. So I'm just going to place a little bit on the back of my hand. And this is a decent shade for me. It might be just a little bit too deep, but summer is right around the corner and I will get some color, and I do self tan, so it will match absolutely perfect. The nice thing is my neck is covered today, so it's not going to really matter. So that's what that looks like, and now let's blend it in. And today I thought I would use my Anissa brush. I haven't used this forever. I just happened to see it in my brushes when I was getting all my brushes out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't used that in a very long time. This blends in very easy. It might be a little on the yellow side, but you can add blue pigment if that happens. If something seems too orange or too warm, just to add a little blue to it and it will neutralize that and really take out that yellow. But like I said, I don't mind. I actually want a little color to my skin today. And let me tell you, these bright lights make a huge difference too. A lot of times it looks super yellow down here. I go up in regular sunlight and it looks completely normal. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like without even touching it with a sponge or anything. Look how pretty that is. It has a very nice glow to it. It covers, all my imperfections pretty good. I probably think, if I added more, like I didn't use that much. If I added another layer, it would become pretty full coverage. But, it's not a super drying whatsoever. I don't feel like it accentuates all my fine lines and wrinkles. I just think it looks very healthy on the skin. And another reason why I like this, it's pretty long wearing. I don't have to use powder with this one. That is another plus too. So yeah, I just been really enjoying it. It's just one that I reach for quite often. And also I do want to show you if a foundation feels or looks too dry, what I do is spray myself after, I applied the foundation with my D'Alba spray. If you don't know what that is, I'll place a little picture here. And again, it'll be in the description box. But I didn't bring that down today, but I do have my one by Laura Geller. This is the Spackle Mist, and it's called a boost with electrolytes. So I'm going to try this one and just see what difference it makes. But I do love look at that, the nozzle. It's just a very fine mist, and it does have a beautiful scent to it. It's not perfume. It's just very clean. So that's what I'll do. And then what I do is go back in with my sponge, if I can find it. I'm telling you, it was right in front of my face every time. Every video, I lose a tool or, foundation gets in my hair. It never fails. Okay, so for bronzer, what I brought down, hold on, I have two by the same brand. I gotta find the bronzer. Okay. and it's by Miss AOA. I love these bronzers. They're super creamy, very pigmented, and you got to be very careful, very light-handed. And this is in the shade Palace, and they're called the Venetian Romance line. So the only thing is the pot is pretty small, and it can be a little difficult to get your brush in there. That is its only flaw, but I'm just going to place a very little. That might even be too much. So I'm just going to use a light hand and just kind of press it all along the forehead. But look how pigmented this is. But I do love the shade. It's very long lasting. It does not look dry on my skin. It's just very creamy, but oh, look how quick and beautifully that blends in. I'm just going to place, I mean, that is insane. So this will last me forever, I swear. And it's only $1.88. This one might be $1. Some of their stuff is $1. Some of it's $1.88. They have some amazing products. I'm telling you, if you've never tried Miss AOA, you really need to go check out that website. It's super impressive. And if you don't like a product, you're not out a lot of money. You can always give it to a niece. I just placed a little bit on my ring fingers here, and hopefully this won't be too much. And you can really just blend that in. And I'm just finding doing that is so much easier to carve out my nose. And then I just take a little bit more, and I'm just going to make my nose like this, and you just put it on the tip. I saw this as a tip over on Instagram and TikTok, and it just works like a charm. And I'm just going to place a little bit under the lip just to make that look a little bit more full. Okay, so that is one of my favorite bronzers that I reach for all the time. I mean, this is really nice. And then I just realized I didn't put on concealer. So the concealer that I brought down, this was given to me as a gift over on TikTok, and I thought I was not going to like it. It's very full coverage. I mean, full coverage. And normally I don't like full coverage products because they can look very dry on the skin. But this one is nice, and it's by Hyde. And I got mine in the shade, it looks like linen. And so, I mean, look how big this is. So this is going to last a long time. Now, how I've been applying my concealers is just placing it on the back of my hand like this, instead of going in with the wand. And then I take my concealer brush. I think I found it. And what I do is just kind of swirl that into the concealer, just really warm up that product. And now I'm just going to go in and place that where I have any discoloration. I'm not going to try to conceal wrinkles because wrinkles will not conceal. And as you can notice, I'm going way beneath my under eye. I'm almost like on this bone here, placing the concealer. And now I'm going to take my finger, with the warmth, it's going to pick up a little bit of that product. And now I'm just going to drag that across the lower under eye. So that is the difference. I mean, isn't that a nice concealer? And I don't feel like it accentuates any of my fine lines or wrinkles, dryness or anything. Yeah, like I mentioned, I thought this was going to be a big fail, but no, I really do like this. And the nice thing about this concealer too is you do not have to set this whatsoever. I never use powder when I use this. So that is another plus for me. The less I put under those eyes, the better. Okay, for blush, what I brought down, again, it's by Miss AOA. It's the Venetian line, Venetian Romance. And this is in the shade Duchess. And this is so beautiful. It's like that perfect little plum shade. I absolutely love it. But again, I mean, you do not need a lot. So, I mean, you're seeing how light I touched that, and look at the shade and the product and how much product went on the brush. And yeah, it's just amazing. And that's what I love. I mean, again, this is going to last me forever. And I try to keep like this on there. I just think it's going to help from it not drying out. So that's what I'm hoping. But look at that. Isn't that Absolutely beautiful. Okay, for powder, what I brought down, I didn't get a lot of powders so far in 2024. There really hasn't been a lot of launches. So, but the two that I did bring down that I do enjoy is this one by Miss AOA. Now this is, supposed to be like the, I guess, dupe for the Givenchy or whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm not that fancy. But it looks like this. There's all these different shades in here. So, but once you place it into, the cap, then it just kind of blends together. But it comes up with a nice shade here, and it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't alter the makeup at all. And the only other flaw is look how tiny this cap is. I mean, once you see my brush, you're going to see what I'm talking about. But it's a nice powder. They need to put that in a bigger container. You know what? Charge more. Charge $3. I don't care. It's a very nice powder because it's very finely milled and it really does smooth out my pores. And I'm just going to place it basically where I did place any of the cream of products. Again, like I said, the Catrice one, you really don't have to set. Now, I always will set my nose. I don't want the makeup coming off there. And that's the first place where it would come off because, again, it's just very oily through there. And the only other thing with this, too, is if you don't place the cap on it perfectly, it doesn't go on good. So I'm going to have to fix that in a minute. But again, for $1.88, that's impressive, and it's a really nice powder. So I'm going to come closer. Sorry, I moved the whole table. But as you can see how it blurred, I mean, that is impressive. And the other powder that I really enjoyed was this one here by Huda Beauty, the Easy Bake and Snatch. Now, this one is more like a pressed powder, and it has a mirror. It's very nice. Now, this one, it adds like a little glow. So with that one, I do like applying just, my higher part of the cheek because it almost works like a little highlighter, too. And anywhere we want a little glow is where you're going to want to place this. You wouldn't want to set the whole face using this because it is quite a glowy, but stunning. And then for powder blush, I do want to put a little bit over that. I've been using this a lot by Laura Geller. I actually got this just to add to my Laura Geller collection. The Wheel of Fortune. But look how many shades you get in here. I mean, it's everything that you would absolutely need. So what I think I'm going to do is just mix these two together right here and see what that comes up with. Because again, I just want very little on the cheeks. Whenever I use a cream blush, I do go over it, most of the time with a powder blush, only because your blush is the part that fades the most. So just a little bit, and I think a little bit too much. So I'm just going to blend that out. Okay, so that are my favorites with that. And then I think I'm going to try setting the whole face with this. I have not used the Laura Geller for that. Supposedly it's supposed to work to set the face. So let's try it, and I'll let you know in the comments if my makeup held up. I am not shy at all with setting sprays. And then what I do is place a little bit on a sponge. And because I don't use powder under my eyes, I'm actually going to set my under eyes with that product there, or a setting spray. I think that works as a setting spray. I thought that's what I read, but I could be wrong. Okay, that actually looks really nice. Everything looks just very smooth. Ooh, I like the makeup today. Okay, I'm going to go back into the palette here, the 1111. Oh, this palette is just beautiful. And then I'm just going to take a flat brush like this here, and I'm going to go into this beautiful shade. That is my favorite shade in the whole palette. And I'm just going to place that under the eye. I'm just going to stamp that pretty much along and blend that into the wing that I have going on there. And now I'm going to go into this beautiful shade right here and just place that all along the lower lash line. I cannot believe, honestly, I'm kind of looking at my complexion, how smooth everything looks. Nothing looks super dry at all. And then I'm going to go with this shade right here. Place that again on the same brush. I'm not going to be changing brushes. And I'm just going to place a little bit of that glitter right here. I love placing a little bit of sparkle on the lower lash line. I just think it really adds a little something. Okay, and then I'm going to take a different brush like this, like a little pencil brush, clean that off, and I'm going to go into this beautiful Snow White shade right here and just place that again on the inner corner. I mean, very lightly because that is super, super pigmented. Okay, and that's pretty much it except for lips. And what I brought down is this. I was on the fence about these. These were sent as a gift. I'm just falling in love with everything that they sent over. Now, it is a little pricey, but I do have a discount code if you do want to use that or are interested in these products. But this one is really nice. It's by City Lips, or this is called City Lips. It's by City Beauty. Oh my goodness. And the shade is Crimson. So, yeah, it's just a beautiful gloss, but it's just very hydrating. It really is smoothing around the lips. It's really helped with my lines. You know, I have a lot of wrinkles right here, and right along the lip line, it's really smoothed that out because I use the clear one when I'm getting ready. And as you can see how easy that was to apply. Yeah, it's just very smoothing on the lips. Oh, I love this formula. And like I was mentioning, you know, I place the clear one on as I'm getting ready, and it has like a little plumping sensation. So it does get my lips a little bit awake. But yeah, anyway, I really do like this, and I love that shade. Okay, I think that is it for today. My top three, part of my top three favorites. So keep an eye, you know, for number 2 and number 1. I think I'm going to have another video in between that. I'm hoping to get some footage when I'm down in Arizona and maybe be able to edit while I'm down there and post something. I don't think it'll be makeup related, but it'll just be me spending time with the kids, showing you guys around a little bit. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So if you're interested in that, keep your eye out for that. If not, you know, join me over on Instagram. I place so much of my personal life over there, especially in the stories. So yeah, if you want to see anything, even while I'm down there, if I don't post, I will be posting something over on Instagram, and I would love to have you over there. All right, that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I was super chatty today. Yeah, I do get like that every once in a while, but I do love spending time with you, and I do love sharing my life with you, and yeah, just becoming as close as we can because I truly enjoy you guys. You mean everything to me. Honestly, I look so forward to seeing your comments and reading, you know, what's going on in your lives, your suggestions, and yeah, I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. All right, well, that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, if you please do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really does help me out. And also, if you have any more time, I'll place another video here if you want to check that out. I would really appreciate that. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see you again. I love you so much. And until next time.